First there was Ben and Jerry. No, wait, that was Tom and Jerry. Then came the ice cream dudes. Anywho, fast forward a bit, and this is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Fast forward a bit from Ben and Jerry's, even though they're still around. Welcome to the show, everyone. How you going, Luke?
Very well, Lewis. It's great to be here as usual.
Yes, we've got a good show coming up. So what have you got for us?
I'm going to teach you, or just everyone really listening, how to be the best at everything. I found the secret to all knowledge. I found something
incredible.
that holds all knowledge in the world on the weekend, and I'm willing to share small amounts at a time, week by week with you.
Well, if you gave us all of the knowledge at once,
It'd be
your
too much.
brain would explode.
No,
so
too much.
I approve of this,
Yeah.
and it'll make for great filler.
Yeah. It's great padding content.
Yes. Also, we were disrespected by the radio industry recently,
Yeah.
and we have to talk about this. It's an outrage, it's a scandal, and I won't stand for it.
Yeah, and also I'm going to go for a world record in the show. At some point in today's show, I'll be going for a world record. That's all I'm saying.
It's big talk. It's big talk, but we only do big at Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, you had a very exciting weekend.
Mate, last night I achieved greatness. Yeah, wasn't planning on it, but just, sometimes I just do that.
Oh, sometimes you just accidentally achieve human supremacy.
Yeah, we were talking about dabbling last week, and sometimes I dabble in greatness. Last night was at the golf driving range with a friend.
Oh, that's pretty great.
I saw. This isn't the greatness.
Okay.
That was normalness. And then, so I started hitting a few balls, just firing them off pretty quickly. And then it got me thinking, what's the most amount of balls to be hit? Like, what's the fastest time, to hit balls in a minute?
Like
Googled
a Guinness World Record.
Yeah, like the most golf balls hit in a minute or something like that. Googled it. The most golf balls hit, it's a 2-minute record. The most golf balls hit in 2 minutes is 133. And
That doesn't sound like that much.
Well, I thought piece of cake. Obviously, I couldn't be bothered to do the whole 2 minutes. I'm a busy man.
That's what I think. Like, why is it... Who decides the time limit? Why is it 2 minutes?
It just is. Anyway, so I started doing I was like, I can't be bothered to do 2 minutes. I'll just break it down.
You didn't have 2 minutes?
No,
Your attention span doesn't span for 2 minutes?
I'm not going to spend 2 minutes wasting my time on that.
It's a lot of balls.
Yeah, I got other records to beat. So then I had to, I was like, all right, halve that. That's 66.5 balls in 1 minute.
Wait, you can't just halve a record.
Don't have 1 minute. So we divided that by 6. So I did 11 balls in 10 seconds. And we've got some audio here from my Snapchat last night.
Go. Oh, doing
4,
well so far.
5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8,
pick it up.
9, 10, 11.
Yes!
Hang on.
World record holder! World record holder. I
No,
did
you're
11
not.
balls. Yeah, by ratio, I beat him. I beat the guy who did it.
But you can't loophole your way into the Guinness Book of World Records.
Absolutely you can. How else do you achieve greatness?
By following the rules?
Nah. I'm not a stickler for rules. I'm more about just achieving greatness in short bursts.
That's like entering the 100 meters in the Olympics and running for one step. You're
Mate,
like, I did it.
yeah.
I'm the best.
Yeah. If you beat Usain out of the blocks, I would call that an achievement. Can you be proud of me for once?
No.
Anyway.
I'm trying.
So, I was feeling pretty good about this world record, was celebrating immensely, as you heard in that video. Things got pretty loose after that. Gave it a second shot. Actually, I got that on my second attempt. Yeah,
Wait, it took you...
I mucked up the
did it
first
twice?
time. I got so nervous, I hit 10 balls, and then I swung and missed the 11th ball 3 times on the first attempt.
So maybe this 2 minute world record is actually quite hard.
But it got me thinking, I'm like, you know what, while I'm on a hot streak of world record breaking, I thought I should give another one a crack on the show today.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
so-
going to break another... Wait, are you going to break a real world record?
They're all real, mate. Last night was real. You're looking at the Guinness World Book of Record holder. If you don't count...
Why? Because you bought the book and now you're holding it?
Pardon?
Or because you were awarded the...
I do own a copy of the book, so...
Guinness World Book of Records holder.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to
I'll
beat a
pay that.
record.
Yeah.
Just have to spend 60
All right, so
bucks.
after the break, you're going to do
I'm
another
going to beat
record.
a world record. I'm going to have a crack at I think it's most marshmallows eaten in a minute. Obviously, I don't have a minute. I'm a busy man, so I'll break that down. 15 seconds, 6.25 marshmallows. Can he do it? Find out after the break.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
For those who weren't tuning in before the break, you're about to hear and witness greatness. Last night, I was dabbling in greatness, broke a world record, too easy. When I say broke a world record...
Technically broke a world record.
So I broke the world record. 133 was the most golf hits of a golf ball in 2 minutes. I don't have 2 minutes. I'm a busy guy. Broke that down. Worked out that if I did 11 golf balls, if I hit 11 golf balls in 10 seconds, I will be the new world record holder technically, and I'm all about a mathematical win. So today, while I'm on a hot streak of world record breaking, I thought, why stop? Let's go for another one.
Yeah.
I'll probably continue this run forever.
What record are you going to break next, technically?
I Googled easy world records, and I found one that I think is beatable. It's 25 marshmallows in a minute. Again, we're both busy guys. This is a radio show. We've got a lot going on.
We don't have a minute.
But I do have 15 seconds.
Yes.
So if I worked out that to be, if I do 6.25 marshmallows in 15 seconds, I'm a world record holder.
And this is good because fatigue's not a factor in this.
Yeah. And so I obviously, again, busy guy, don't have time for this. I told Lewis, run down to the shops to get me some marshmallows. And have you got them?
Yeah, well, as you know, it's Halloween at the moment. The supermarket was actually sold out of marshmallows, but I've got something good. Give me a second. I'll bring it to you.
Okay. He's reaching over to get a package.
I've got these. So...
What are they? They're not marshmallows.
These are chocolate royales. So they're chocolate biscuits. On the bottom, it's biscuit. In the middle, it's strawberry jam. And on top, it's marshmallow. So if you just eat the tops, that still counts as eating a marshmallow.
I'm disappointed because these aren't regulation size, and you know how seriously I take my world records.
Well, so seriously that
I've come in today with a good segment plan. Mate, I'm going to beat a world record and show.
Look at this, man.
And you're just trying to make a mockery of my achievements.
Look at that.
No, you see, you should have fished them all out beforehand.
These are really good.
Okay. So, all right, we're doing 6.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get
you
6
just have
here.
to eat. You just have to eat the tops of 6 in how long?
In 15 seconds. 6.25, so I get out 7.
He's lining them up.
All
He's
right.
lining the biscuits. Now, there is the added difficulty of
it's chocolate. How am I going to bite it? This is not fair.
You just eat the tops, man. It's really soft. It's a marshmallow on top. Don't worry about the bottoms. That's unnecessary, all right? Just pretend it's not even there.
All right, you ready? I'm going to have to move the mic.
Michael, do we have a timer?
You just tell me when to
Ready?
go.
Okay, are you ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1, marshmallows. He's got one down. He's gotten down a second one. He's leaving the bottoms alone. He's not even touching the jam, which is in the middle. He's 3 down. Come on, eat him. He's smashing. That's 4. Come on, keep going. That's 5. Oh, he's up to 5. That's 6. You got to finish it, though. You got to chew. You got to swallow. Oh, he's failed. He's failed. What do you have to say for yourself, Luke? He can't talk. See, so you can't even divide this world record, Luke. I'm incredibly disappointed in you. You've absolutely failed.
I just saw about 6 in my mouth.
So we've proven that even if you divide and try and cheat the world record, sometimes that is impossible. Luke, how do you feel?
I feel sick.
So, do you think it was easier to divide it?
I think I could have done it with real marshmallows.
No, that was real marshmallow.
It's swallowing them that's the issue.
Yeah.
You can easily fit them in your mouth.
Luke, are you a cat person or a dog person?
Dog person. No.
Yeah, you're not into cats?
Not into cats.
How come?
I like things that are nice to me and actually, care when I speak for them. You know, just...
Yeah.
I like the company of a dog as opposed to the distance that cats...
The disrespect of a cat.
the disrespect of a cat. My girlfriend has cats, and I'm constantly disrespected. I feel disrespected by it, and my girlfriend goes, oh, he loves you. I'm like, dude, if that's love, then what does he... Like, I can't even imagine the disrespect that he gives to someone who he's neutral towards.
Yeah, cats... Having a cat is like being in an abusive relationship with a dog. They're just emotionally distant.
Yeah.
They'll come near you, ask for a rub, you'll give it to them, and then they'll hit you. Like, it's just no good.
Yeah, I get scratched by it occasionally.
Yeah, they're just confusing. I've only ever met one cat that I liked, and it's the one in my street, and every now and then I give it a scratch, and then we part ways, and I'm like, that's enough for me. That's as much cat as I need in my life.
You're just patting street cats.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down for street cats. So, the reason why I ask you this is because rescue officials and police drug task force police have figured out that cats have a nose that is 10 times better than dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Putting dogs to shame. And dogs have quite good noses.
Yeah. Yeah, so what the rescue staff and drug task force people are trying to work out is, okay, so we know for a fact now that cats would actually be better than dogs in a search and rescue situation, but we have no idea how to make them care about anything we want them to care about.
If you put a cat on a leash and go, hey, sniff this, I don't care. It would just sleep. I don't care. It would just be like, oh.
You try and put a cat in a leash and it'll just lie down, and you would have to drag it along the ground.
Yeah,
it'd get like burns all over it, and still wouldn't stand up.
I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, what does your cat do? Because you have dogs, and you're like, oh, the dog he chases the birds, he likes to sit in his spot. And I'm like, what does your cat like to do?
Because every time I come home,
it just sits there.
Yeah, cats just sit there and they walk around, or they'll hide in places.
Pretty much a rug with a pulse.
Yeah.
Like, what are you even doing?
I think cats really get down to what they actually want to do when you leave the house. Like that street cat that I always run into.
Yeah,
that's what he's
doing?
Really into, is just hanging out with strangers, getting pats.
Stranger pats.
Killing wildlife.
But can we say, that's still not productive.
No, it's not.
Cats aren't productive at all, and that's the problem. Yeah, police, to get a cat to care about... how do they get dogs to do it? They entice dogs with treats.
Yeah, well, dogs are just very, very simple. They like food, or that you don't even have to give them food. Like seeing eye dogs, you train them without food because blind people aren't always going to have treats on them, and if they don't have treats and the dog won't do something, that'd be dangerous. So they literally train a dog with just belly rubs.
All right, so if you worked in the drug department, right, and you worked with sniffer dogs, how would you entice a cat to do the dog's job? How would you entice the cat?
I would try all of the tricks that I tried on the dog, and then I would resort to desperate threatening, I guess.
Yeah.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of sports that I've seen recently.
Yeah,
or at least things that people claim are sports.
Yeah.
I was walking through a park the other day, and I saw about 30 people, 15 people on each team. You'd think they might be playing soccer, maybe baseball. It's a bit obscure. But no, they were playing Quidditch.
The fictional sport from Harry Potter.
That you would argue the most important part is magic.
Yeah. How are they flying around?
Okay.
They weren't.
The only reason I knew it was Quidditch was because they were wearing like a Harry Potter house uniforms and they had sticks between their legs.
Not brooms?
No, they weren't even brooms. They were just like sticks between their legs, and they were running around, and they had those 3 like goalpost hoop things on either side, but they were made out of plastic so that every time the ball hit the rim of it, it would fall over.
Like those Auskick goalposts.
Yeah, but Quidditch.
That's not a sport. Yeah,
No.
see, when you're playing it in that regard, not a sport, how are they doing the golden snitch? Did they have a fishing line rigged up over the park?
I don't
and were
know.
they just sending it down and someone had to catch it?
Yeah, isn't the snitch kind of sentient? Like
Yeah.
it
It's a
can't
magical-
be controlled by someone else unless you
Yeah.
rolled it on the ground and you have
Yeah.
to pick it up. Not a sport,
Yeah.
right? That's imaginary. You're playing an imaginary game.
Imagine that, the conversation. Though, oh, Macca, don't forget the quaffle.
Yeah, but it was a full-on league. Like, it was organised by
Oh.
adults. Like, adults were driving their kids to
Yeah,
Quidditch.
not a sport.
No, like, if I was driving my kid to Quidditch, I would just be the most disappointed father. What does your kid play? Soccer? My kid's really good at Quidditch, an imaginary sport. But it got me thinking that a lot of things are called sports, but they're not really sports. Like, I read a news article that said skydiving was a sport. No, it's not. It's an activity. I think this happens a lot, like the miscategorization of activities and leisure things are called sport when they're not.
Anything that happens in a pub, like billiards, darts, and poker, not a sport.
No, they're games. You can get, and don't get me wrong, you can get really good at the game, and you can be a professional pool player, but that's a game. You're not an athlete.
I've got a few more to throw at you.
Yeah.
Gary, what are your thoughts on fishing?
Hobby. Not a sport. Hobby that can turn into a profession. Like, that's like calling comedy a sport.
I just think anything you can do while drinking is not a sport.
Which is comedy. You can do that while you're drinking. Not a
Chess.
sport. Chess, that's a game. Very, very high skill level, but that's still a game.
10-pin bowling.
Okay. You got a hard one.
It's on Wii Sports, but they also do it at kids' parties. So you got to weigh it up.
I'll put that on the borderline. Not too sure about bowling. What else do you have?
Tug of war.
Okay, that could be considered a sport because it's teams. I have the definition of sports.
Yeah.
An activity involving physical exertion, so that rules out any kind of bar things, and skill in which an individual or a team competes against others for entertainment.
See, I think shooting is a sport because it's in the Olympics and it's skill-based, but it doesn't require physical exertion.
No physical exertion.
So archery is not a sport?
No way. How would you get tired doing archery? Looking too hard?
What is it? A game? What is it then?
It's an activity. It's a hobby that you can get
converse
really good
people
at.
in.
Yeah.
Which becomes a sport.
It's like saying video games are a sport. They're not. They're esports at best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say that tug of war definitely is a sport.
All right.
But
last
anything
one.
in a pub.
CrossFit. It's a sport for wankers.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, do you know what the ACRA Awards are?
No, but do enlighten me.
Okay, it's an acronym. And it stands for Best Joke of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. It stands for the Australian Commercial Radio Awards.
Right. I do not know. How did I not know this? I mean, I work in commercial radio.
They happened last weekend, and you don't know about it, and I didn't know about it because we were not invited.
This is an outrage.
The ACRA Awards, the Australian Commercial Radio Awards, did not invite the biggest show on the Triple M Modern Digital Network.
What?
It's ridiculous. It's the biggest radio industry event of the year. It's like the Arias or the Oscars, but for radio.
So who was there representing Triple M Modern Digital?
No one.
That's
because
ridiculous.
we're the only show. And we didn't get an invite. This is disrespect. It's an outrage. And in response, I'm going to be holding our own ACRA Awards, where only Triple M Modern Digital shows are eligible to be nominated and to win awards. So
that's why there was a red carpet on the way in here. I was very confused.
And I think you'll be happy to say that I'm organising the event, and I've officially chosen you as the host for this.
I'm the
event.
host.
Yes, you're the host.
What
Congratulations,
an honour to be
Luke.
bestowed upon.
Congratulations. All right, so we're going to start the awards. So
do I need any award things?
Yeah, I've got a few awards for you to give out because I'm part of the nominating committee and the judges.
Yep.
So could you just please welcome everyone to the event?
A bit strange that you didn't consult me.
Well, you're the host, mate. I'm the judges. Stay in your lane, all right? Welcome everyone to the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever inaugural Luke and Lewis hold their own protest, their own awards ceremony in protest. Please be seated. Your fire emergency exits are to your left and right, which you will need to know because this ceremony is going to be lit. So,
all right. So here's the first envelope with the reward in it.
And I will now present the first award at the inaugural.
So you can just read what it says on there.
I'm presenting the first award, which is for Best Show on Triple M Modern Digital. Oh, we must be in with the show, but I have to be biased. Hang on.
Yeah, he's
I'm
pulling out the
opening
envelope.
the envelope.
No, I wrote it there, idiot.
Lewis and Luke for lunch.
We did it! We did it! Oh my god!
That's not our show name.
I can't believe it! Lewis and Luke for lunch won Best Show of the Year.
Wouldn't it be Luke and Lewis for lunch?
Well, I don't know. I didn't write that down. I mean, I must have been the standout of the show.
You made up this whole event.
False. Please, please read out. Right. Here's the next envelope. Here's the next award. Michael, play the music.
Done here. Okay. If this goes in a biased fashion, ladies and gentlemen, the next award is Best Presenter of the Year.
Whoa.
Jeez, I wonder who's going to get it.
I'm so nervous. Oh.
Lewis Spears.
Oh!
What a surprise.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I'd like to thank God, my manager, Luke Kidgel as well, who's on the show, Lewis and Luke for lunch with me. Thank you so much. This is just a great honour.
Yeah, start playing him off. Start playing.
Thank you so much.
Play
if my
off.
speech goes too long, that's a good idea.
You're being played off right now. All right, last award.
All right, let me go sit back down in my seat. Hang on, I haven't given him the envelope. Michael, you're a little bit early with the drum rolls.
Okay.
All right, here's the final award. Please present it.
Okay.
Play the music.
The award for the Best Assistant Radio Presenter of the Year.
Oh, who's it going to be?
Also, Lewis Spears.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I would like to thank God again, my manager again, and my teammate Luke Hidgel, who's also on the show with me. He didn't get any awards tonight, but he deserves it just as much as I do.
This is why you weren't invited. All right.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, are you across American politics at the moment?
You know me. When I'm not smashing world records, I'm reading about Trump. I'm actually rarely doing both.
I wonder if he's got any world records. I bet he does.
World's worst president.
That'd come close. So recently in America...
You know what? He's probably the only president to ever also have a casted role in WWE wrestling.
That's
I don't think
true.
Barack Obama ever stepped in the ring and
George
shaved
Washington.
someone's head.
No, I've never seen George Washington body slam someone.
No.
That'd be sick. So Donald Trump, he's the president of America, in case you didn't know. And recently, the Virgin Islands have experienced hurricanes. Obviously, you would know exactly where the Virgin Islands are, being a geography master, Luke.
Yeah, I did year 10 geography. Did 2 weeks of cotton production in the Goulburn Valley and just lost interest after that. So honestly, could not tell you where the Virgin Islands are.
Right next to Goulburn Valley.
Yeah.
The Virgin Islands...
So I don't like that we got away with that as a joke because Goulburn Valley is in northern New South Wales and you clearly also have no idea where the Virgin Islands are.
I'm trying to make fun of you, but I've got no idea either. Anyway,
in America, aren't they?
Clearly Donald Trump doesn't know where the Virgin Islands are either because they've been experiencing hurricanes recently, a lot of natural disasters. So Donald Trump traveled to the Virgin Islands to speak to the people, be there for moral support, and he said this.
And I will tell you, I left Texas, and I left Florida, and I left Louisiana, and I went to Puerto Rico, and I met with the president of the Virgin Islands.
Donald Trump says he met with the president of the Virgin Islands. Can I tell you a secret, Luke?
Yeah.
Donald Trump is the president of the Virgin Islands.
He wakes up, looks in the mirror, met with the president.
So I don't know what he thought he was doing, because he actually did go there, but I don't know if he thought that it wasn't part of America, or he met with someone...
He went there for a holiday and is now trying to put on a press conference say he was productive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's just completely outed himself, because really, he's the boss of everything to do with America, and I feel like he wants to pretend like everything is not like his fault.
Yeah.
Do
He
you know what I
doesn't
mean?
realize that he's responsible for that. He's like, I met with the boss. He's responsible for those people, yeah?
Yeah. He is the boss. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then I thought that's ridiculous, but then I realized, hang on, I do this all the time because I run my own business and I am my own boss. But sometimes I'll pretend to be other people that work in my business. And I have 0 employees, right?
Who do you pretend to be?
For example...
Are you your own assistant?
Yeah, I'm my own assistant. I'm my own executive assistant as well. I'm my assistant's assistant.
Yeah.
I'm everything to do with my company. But
You're a busy man.
I know. I've got so many roles that I need to fulfill. Maybe I should knock a few out of my business, but that's something I'll talk to myself about later.
I'm Lord Mayor of my business.
That's great.
I signed off a contract the other day as Lord Elder. And the guy couldn't dispute it because,
it's your business. Because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, he signed off as CEO. I knew for a fact he was the only one at the business as well. So I was like, if you're going to do it, Lord Elder. You've done the same, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I'll do often is I'm touring New Zealand this week, and I've set up another email called tickets@louisspears.com. I really shouldn't be revealing this massive secret, but I pretend that I have a customer service employee that works at answering emails. So whenever anyone asks for a refund for a stupid reason, tickets@louisspears.com will say no.
It's just
sorry.
you sitting there with a mustache on, replying to emails.
And then they'll complain to me, and I'll go, sorry, mate, it's out of my hands. That's the ticket team. I had nothing to do with that one. Sorry, no money, no refunds, mate.
It's just you 3 hours ago logging into a different email.
And they'll never know.
Well, now they will.
Damn. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, over the weekend, was having a bit of a clean out of my bedroom.
Well, that's rare.
Yeah, it is. And was going through my bookshelf and discarding a few old books that perhaps don't read too much.
Or perhaps never read.
Yeah, all of them.
likely.
They just got rid of the shelf. But, found one that particularly caught my interest.
Right.
It's called The Boys Book, How to Be the Best at Everything.
Everything.
And immediately I was like, big call.
Well, looking at it, it's not exactly very big book.
It's only 127 pages long, but apparently, according to the title, How to Be the Best at Everything, it holds all the secrets to how to be the best at everything.
Well, I would like to be. I feel like I'm pretty good at a lot of things, but I don't think I'm like the best at anything yet.
So would you like to know the secrets to everything?
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
To be the best at everything?
Let's do it.
Hit it, Michael. Proudly presenting The Boys Book, How to Be the Best at Everything.
Yeah, the boys.
Woo! Now, this book probably is male targeted.
Yeah.
But there is stuff in here that's just I'll give you a few examples of the things that you may learn over the future. Like how to lasso like a cowboy. Just things that you need to know.
I do really need to know that.
How to be a maths magician. Just stuff like that.
I didn't even know that existed,
No,
but immediately
it's
I want to be the best at it.
Yeah. So today I'm going to start you off with a basic one. It's
something simple and light.
How to be a Catholic saint.
Saint?
Yes.
That's a big... Don't you have to die before you can be a saint?
That's number one. There's 3 ways for you to become a Catholic saint. Okay. I think you may have to do all of them.
Just quickly, before we begin, I'm not Catholic. Is that
That's all right.
a requirement? Well, read the book.
We'll find out.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I mean, this is the start of you being the best at everything.
Okay,
so, again,
well, let's
day
do
one,
it.
you're not going to probably be the best.
I'm going to be a Catholic saint, but and the best one as well, not just a saint.
Number 1 is die. In the Roman Catholic Church, you cannot usually become a saint until you have until 5 years after
Is that
death.
actually what it says?
Yeah, die.
Well, I don't know if we should... Maybe that should be the last one that we do. Probably shouldn't be the first one.
No,
because then how am I going to complete everything else?
No, it gets to the point. I like that about this book. Mate,
All right.
I didn't say this is going to be easy, being the best at everything.
Well, I just thought I would get a little bit further in my radio career before I start dying for stunts.
Nah. Triple M Modern Digital. Anyway, so number take it seriously, Lewis. Number 2, local bishops must investigate your life and send their findings to the Pope. So do you have any bishops that could...
No, but in primary school I had a friend called Alan Bishop.
We'll give Alan a call and get him to start
The
investigating.
Bishop family wants to investigate me.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm sure that counts. It didn't state a religious bishop. It just said a bishop.
Yep.
So he is a bishop.
Number 3, the Pope proclaims you are a virtuous role model. Now, in the past, perhaps you haven't been viewed as a role model, but I think you're
I have
turning
been a role model, just not a virtuous one. Like I would say, like a negative role model.
Was Alan a fan of you?
I bullied him in primary school.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's not the Pope, so who cares? Number 4, 2 verifiable miracles must have occurred because of you.
Oh.
So you need to cause 2 miracles.
Well, I don't even have to do them. I just have to cause them.
No trickery, and it must suspend the laws of nature. So if you could currently perform 2 miracles on the show, that'd be great. I'll just wait.
Okay, well, I was thinking that initially I thought beating you in this race would be a miracle, but then I thought, nah, that's just easy, so it doesn't really count as a miracle.
No, that would count as miracle number 1. Number 2, you still need another one.
Number 2, I won a few ACRA awards.
Yeah?
All 3 of them, actually.
You know what? That is a miracle that you could ever be acknowledged by by the Australian Commercial Radio Awards in your second week of radio.
I'll take it. Pope, hit me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lewis Spears has become a Catholic saint. You've done it. How to be the best in everything. Well done.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, we need to talk about our run, get some of the fine details sorted. Just some real, just boring stuff.
Need to nut out the details.
Yeah, nut out some, you can't hold a race. Yes, the race is all fun and games, but,
behind the scenes, it's a big operation.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a lot of people to witness the destruction I will bring upon thee in race format.
we realize that we need, because we realize that this is a radio show, right? In the end of the day, this is a radio show. And if we're both running pretty hard, like who's going to be commentating the race?
Yeah, we can't just have like aggressive panting for the 10 seconds it'll take me to run it and then the 3 minutes it'll take you to run it. Like that's just too much aggressive panting.
And this is what I mean. He knows nothing about running. 10 seconds. Do you know what Usain Bolt runs 100 meters in?
Like 9.7?
Yeah, and you're going to run 402 meters in 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, I've got 0.3 seconds leeway to finish the rest of the 300 meters.
It's overconfidence or lack of knowledge. Either way, I'm going to smash you.
Right, it's a little bit of both. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. All right, so we wanted, we realised, look, we need someone to commentate this race. We can't do it. We'll be busy running.
But not just anyone. We want someone who can really impress us with their commentating skills. So what did you have in mind for them to prove that they can commentate?
I don't want any old person to commentate a race. There should be an audition process. All right, there should be some vetting before, can't just get any old person. So I think they need to show us that they can commentate. And what better race to commentate than Stephen Bradbury's race from the Winter Olympics back when
classic
the
race.
Australian won. If you're not familiar with the race, he's behind.
It's an ice skating race.
Yeah, ice skating rink. He's behind by about half a lap. He's coming 5th out of 5, and then all the first 4 competitors fall over in the last lap, and then he comes through and wins the race.
So the only reason he won that race was because he was coming so dead last that everyone falling over didn't affect him.
Yeah. So if you obviously our race is going to be one of the most historic events of Australian sporting history. So we wanted you to commentate the second most historic event of Australian sporting history, which is, of course, that race.
Yeah, so if you send us a video or some audio of you commentating that race, if you send it to us on Facebook, we will watch it, and whoever we think is the best, the most charismatic, the most entertaining commentator, you can commentate our race live on radio.
And the race will be in Melbourne, so you'll have to be able to get to Melbourne.
Yeah, we don't have a commentating flight budget here at Triple M Modern Digital, so you're going to have to walk there.
And also, another thing we need for the race is we need a banner at the end for me to run through when I beat you. So it should say congrats, Luke. Everyone knew you had it all along, or something like that. It's just something positive.
Okay, no, we'll need a banner for me to run through, and for Luke to be disappointed that he didn't run through. We also need a way to start the race, whether that's a gun.
Well, because we can't really
not
do
a real
gun in public.
Yeah, maybe
you
an
want to
air
do it on
horn?
the street. You want to do this race on the
street race. Yeah, because I live life on the street. I train on the street. I'm all about that street life. All right, so we need an air gun or an air horn, or it doesn't have to be air related, but that would be a bonus.
If you just have an instrument, if someone wants to bring a trombone along, I'll happy to start.
A tuba. Yeah, a brass instrument. That's how we want to start this race. Yeah, okay. That's whatever kind of brass instrument you have, bigger the better.
Yeah.
That's how we'll start the race. We want a big tuba.
Yeah.
One of those things that you wear.
Yeah. So if you can help us at all with these requests, or even just have any thoughts, if you think we've missed anything, give us your pitch on what we may have missed. Give us a call right now. After the break, we want to hear your thoughts on our race.
1300 161 006. Give us a call. What have we missed? What else do we need for this race?
Or can you supply a tuba?
That's 1300 161 006. Give us a call. What does our race need? This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, before the break, we were discussing the things in our running race at the end of the month that we may have missed. We may have missed a few things. We've talked a lot about who's going to win, but we haven't talked about the actual event.
The theatrics of it, because this is bigger than the Olympics. So right now we have a venue, we've got a time, we've got a place, we've got a length. It's a 400 and Lewis metre race.
Yeah, standard.
But, we need to make this a spectacle for everyone who turns up.
It needs to be a great sporting event, one of that goes down in history.
Yeah.
So we put it to you guys, what way have we missed? And our first caller, Matt. Matt, what have we missed for our race?
Right, I got a drum kit right in Adelaide. I reckon I bring that over, and I got a drum roll before the race, and then once the race starts, I just do one of those sick beats that you hear in one of those early 2000s mini game racing things.
Yeah.
So you think a drum roll before the race?
Do that, yeah.
That'd be great. Can you give us a demonstration just on the table there?
A demonstration on the table. Hold on a sec, man. Let me get
of what it could sound like?
All right.
This is his drum roll audition. Here he comes. Oh, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Very
Are you
good.
doing that with pens?
I was doing that with drumsticks, mate.
Yeah, he's a serious. All right, brilliant.
Thanks
we'll
very
see
much,
you in
Matt.
Melbourne then. Thank you very much,
I like
Matt.
that drum roll.
And our next caller, Bob, what have we missed for the race?
Mate, you've missed an over-enthusiastic dad sitting on the sidelines with oranges cheering you on.
Absolutely.
Oh, we
do need that. Yeah, but Luke isn't allowed to eat oranges because they're too healthy. Maybe we'll have oranges for me, and then for Luke we'll have half donuts.
Yeah, I could do that. Easy.
Have some Krispy Kreme or something.
Yeah, all right. Well, bring that along, Dad.
I'll only do orange-flavoured donuts.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. We've got two things now, and our next caller, Adam, what have we missed for the race?
I reckon you've missed theme songs, boys. So you could run out up the AFL, you run out to a theme song.
Right.
Theme song.
For example, I know Lewis has he's a big fan of Coldplay.
Yeah.
So I've got one for him here.
Yeah.
So have you heard the song Viva La Vida?
Yes, I have. Great song.
So it'd be like, I hear Team Chubby eating donuts. He's a big fat idiot, and I'm going to beat him because... And then you can just, elaborate on that.
All right, I love it. Thank you very much.
Are you sure that was Adam, or was that Chris Martin on the phone? 'Cause that was pure God. That didn't even rhyme.
No, it doesn't need to rhyme. It's just the truth, and that's all that we need for this race. And our final caller, what have we missed for the race?
I think you've missed confetti cannons.
Oh, for the start or the end? Both.
For the end. You could go both, but I reckon for the end.
Nah, I would love it to rain confetti down as I destroy you in a donut suit because people wouldn't know if it was confetti or sprinkles on my donut suits.
Thank you very much, mate. We'll get a confetti cannon.
That's a very
All of
good
those
suggestion.
ideas are Luke and Lewis approved.
Add it to the list.
Yes.
And we'll add that to the Facebook event that we're going to make tonight for the event.
Yes, so we're making a Facebook event. Please do check our Facebook page tonight. There's going to be a public event that everyone can join and interact and say who they think is going to win and also suggest any other ideas that we may need for the race.
The event will be called Watch Luke Smash Lewis. Oops, I almost backed that up.
Absolutely will not. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, have you heard about the running of the bulls in Spain?
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it's risky. I wouldn't do it. It's the tradition where people just run down the street. Is there one bull?
Yeah, I think sometimes because it's like a citywide event in Spain, what they do is they put a few bulls in like a designated bull track where it can't get out, but it's in the street, and then everyone makes the bull angry, and then they run away from it while it tries to kill you, and then usually the bull ends up getting killed. Basically, it's animal abuse billed as like a cultural event.
Yeah.
I think it's really gross.
They also do a tomato throwing festival. They need to pick a team, like they need to just. Are they doing, with their traditional events? Like tomato throwing, quite fun, bit messy. Oh, well, all in good fun. Yeah. Running the bulls, also a bit messy, but still red. But
also quite a bit of animal abuse involved. Yeah, so I think that it's horrible, and a few people within Spain also agree. And one town has actually come up with a solution for the running of the bulls thing, because people still want to do it, but they want to run away from something, but they don't want to hurt animals. So what they've come up with is a 300-kilogram stone ball. It's about 3 people high, and it's a big sphere, and they roll it down the street, and you run away from it.
How is that any better than a bull?
Well, it's not. It's better for the bull because there's no bull.
Yeah,
but
for the people, how is that
just
better?
as dangerous. Because the reason why they wanted to do it is they wanted something less dangerous.
It's all the thrill of having a bull, but no bull.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you look at the thing, and it actually there's a video of it. It does look like a little bit of fun, like run away from the big ball. I'm Indiana Jones. But then one guy didn't manage to get out of the way. The ball hit a wall, bounced off it, and then sandwiched him against a wall and the ball itself. 300 kilograms. He fractured his skull, broke 3 ribs. And he's still in hospital.
And then he had the quick realization that I'm indeed not Indiana Jones. That was a movie, and I should have never have attempted it. And now I no longer have a holy grail, but I've got I'm now in a neck mask, in a neck brace. Neck brace.
Yeah, I think, and you know what they do? They paint a bull on the front of the stone ball, and it's like this cartoon, fun, happy bull.
So you're like, there's a bull.
Yeah.
There's a bull coming. Oh no, a 300-kilogram ball is scarier than a bull anyway.
Oh, and I've been reading some articles about this thing. The ball can reach speeds of 32 kilometers an hour.
That's quicker than a bull.
Yeah, that's like getting hit by a car in a school zone.
Yeah.
And then I have a quote from the organizer of the event. It turns out I was actually wrong. They didn't do this to fight against animal abuse. They didn't do this to save bulls. They just did it because it was cheaper than getting a bull every year. It had nothing to do with saving money. I know, cheapskates, like, we really did want to abuse an animal, but, costs a bit of money, so nah. And then the final quote from the mayor, it says, about the safety issues with this 300-kilogram ball. He says, "We don't want this to become a tragic event, but rather something fun. It's 300 kilos. It's going to be a tragic event."
I'm never going to Spain.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. That brings us to the end of our show for Monday.
Did you forget what day it was?
Forgot what day it was on Luke and Lewis for lunch.
On the first day of the week.
Monday. That's what day it was, and that's the end.